Graduate Teaching Assistantship, Graduate Research Assistantship, Graduate Teaching Associate, and Graduate Assistantship is an integral part of every international student's study abroad journey. Now, this is a form of employment that is offered by an institution to international students where they assist faculty members in either teaching, research, or administrative activities. And in return, such institutions waive your full tuition, give you monthly stipends, and even some schools go a step further by waiving your health insurance for you. So, I believe every international student must be able to harness such opportunities so that your financial burden as a student when you get here will be lessened for you, because these institutions are going to pay your insurance for you as well as give you monthly stipends and waive your tuition for you. So, this is the motive behind the Drop and Share series, where I'm going to be dropping between 5 to 7 schools where these opportunities and benefits can be obtained, so that when you get here you don't struggle in terms of finances. So in the next few minutes, I'm going to walk you through these very schools. Stay glued to your device as we go through these very schools and then see the benefits and packages that they offer to international students when they are being employed by such an institution. Now, you don't want to be selfish. That is why we have themed it Drop and Share. So when you get this information, you try as much as possible and share with other friends who are also embarking on this study abroad journey. Thank you. Now let's dive deep into this. Hello family. Welcome to the first episode of the Drop and Share series. Did you know that some universities in the United States of America do not actually require you to put in a separate application to be considered for graduate teaching or research assistantships? Yes, you are automatically considered when you submit an application for an admission into any program in that university. And that is why we are going to run you through the various episodes for the Drop and Share series. So if this is something that is interesting to you, then you want to turn on your notification bell so that at any point in time when we upload any of the episodes, you will be notified. So today we are going to walk you through 10 schools. Yes, I mean 10 schools. And so let's do the first school. So the first school we are going to talk about is Montana State University. Now, this is the website for Montana State University, but then we are interested in going to the frequently asked questions. That is the graduate program frequently asked questions. We are most importantly interested in the assistantship, what packages they give to international students when they are given that position. So we come here and then you click on what financial assistance is available and how do I apply. Then when you read further, you see that financial assistance is an integral component of our graduate program. The primary form of financial assistance is a graduate assistantship in the form of a stipend and partial tuition waiver. Graduate assistantships are awarded on a competitive basis with typically 7 to 10 funded slots in each cohort, and that is fantastic, which means that they hire 7 to 10 students for slots that are available in every cohort. So you want to consider such a school there, and this is the juicy part. It said there is no separate application for assistantship. So after you have put in an application for admission, you are automatically considered. Now it said each student on assistantship is assigned to work for 19 hours a week for 1 or 2 faculty members, assisting with their ongoing research or teaching work. And it said the funding offer typically includes a stipend, a waiver of 7 tuition credits, and an in-state status for any other tuition and fees. And this is where I love. It said that the stipend is typically $1,500 to $1,008 a month, and it covers both academic years and the summer. Well, that is so much. For you to receive $1,500, between $1,500 to $1,008 per month is so huge. Now, the last part says that the tuition waiver reduces the cost of the program for funded students to approximately $4,000 in the first year. Tuition and fees for the second year vary depending on whether a student graduates in 3 or 4 semesters. And so I'm going to leave the link. There are a lot of things that you can get to know on this very website. So I'm going to leave the link in the description box, and then you make sure that you visit it and then get information to apply to such a school. Now, the next school we are going to talk about is the school that we call University of Arkansas, located at Fayetteville. University of Arkansas, located at Fayetteville. Now, these are their juicy packages that they give to students that are employed for for 20 hours per week. And that is, if you see the 50% graduate assistantship minimums, it's talking about students that are employed to work for 20 hours a week. And so if you are in the master's program, your monthly stipend is $1,326. And then for 9 months, when you multiply it for 9 months, it gives you a total of $11,936. And then for 12 months, it's $15,915. And then for masters, the Master of Fine Arts too, this is the amount that you are supposed to. And so for Master of Fine Arts too, this is what you receive, $1,591. And then the 9 months, the total is made here. And for doctoral students, those who are coming to pursue their PhDs, this is the monthly stipend they receive, $1,005. Yes. And with this one too, when you scroll down, when you come to this side, it says that graduate assistants on a 50% appointment, and I said the 50% is for those who are working for 20 hours per week or greater, will also have 67% of their student health insurance paid by the university. Wow. So it means that when you get an assistantship, your health insurance, actually 67% is catered by the university. You don't pay for it. You only pay for the remaining 33%. That is interesting. So I'm going to leave the link. There are a lot of things that you are going to learn. There are a lot of things here. So just make sure that you go through the link and then click to the school's website and then learn this for yourself as well. Now let's move on to the third school. So we are moving on to the third school, and the third school is the University of San Diego. University of San Diego. And then we are talking about this program, Master of Arts in Higher Education. You can see it here. Master of Arts in Higher Education Leadership. Right. So let's move to the packages that they give for this very program. Now, when you scroll down, it says that eligibility, applicants should be currently enrolled or newly admitted. So if you are newly admitted, it means that you are eligible to be considered for such an assistantship. Now look at the compensation. It said an hourly wage of $17 per hour for 20 hours a week for up to 48 hours for up to 48 weeks per year. And this is the total amount of money you are receiving before tax. That's $32,640. And what even interests me so much is that $10,000 tuition scholarship for incoming students are awarded since 2022 and 2023 academic year. They have been awarding this very scholarship. So if you qualify for it, then you are automatically good for such a great waiver. Yes. So I'll leave the link. As I said, I'll leave the links to these very various websites, and you can go in and check in. All right, so let's move on to the fourth school. And then that is Ball State University, and that is located at Muncie. Ball State University. Now let's look at the requirements. Students hired by the department in Miller College are required to work 20 hours per week, so you can't work more than 20 hours. Now let's come to the benefits. These are the benefits. Tuition is waived with the exception for a dedicated fee. So your tuition is automatically waived for you. If you are considered for this assistantship, your tuition is waived. All your tuition is waived. Now, it said that no out-of-state fees are charged for students holding assistantship. Wow. So you are not going to be charged for out-of-state. If you are an international student coming into the program, you are considered as an out-of-state student, but then you will never be charged out-of-state fees, and your tuition is also waived. And it says that the third benefit says that graduate assistants are also paid a competitive stipend over an academic year and receive a 10% discount at most local bookstores. Wow, what a package. Right. So you want to consider such a school, Ball State University. You want to consider such a school. And the deadline for applications for fall semester is April 1st. So please make sure that you put in your application very early, considering the priority deadline. Now let's move on to the fifth school. And the fifth school is the University at Buffalo. And we are talking about the Department of Economics. Now when you move down, you see the funding over here, the opportunities. As I said, we are looking at the packages that the various assistantships come with. So this is a PhD funding opportunity for economics. Say the academic year stipends of $23,000 for an all-time full funded PhD student on 10-month academic teaching assistant, research assistant, or graduate assistant appointment. What a package. $23,000 US. So please, these are some of the schools that you can consider, and you can look at their links to. Now, looking at the application deadline, you will have to put in the application before February 1st. That is the deadline for you to be considered. So make sure that you look at some of these deadlines and everything. So I'll leave the link in the description. Now, before I continue to dive you through the next 5 schools, I want you to consider commenting any program that maybe you want me to do a video on. If you are interested in a specific program, drop the programs at the comment section, and I'm going to look at them and make videos on that for you people as well. So make sure that you drop the program that you want at the comment section, and then also make sure that you turn on the notification bell so that when I upload a new content for the drop and share series, you'll be notified. So let's move on to the 6th school. The 6th school is Illinois State University, and we are talking about the Department of Mathematics. Now, graduate financial assistantship are available for every admitted student. Now, let's scroll down so you can see the program's coordinators email and everything here. Let's scroll down to where the packages are. Okay, so these are the packages. Please find information on student health insurance through this. It said a tuition waiver covering 100% of tuition during a semester of appointment. So if you are appointed, you are automatically, your tuition is automatically waived for you 100%. That is it, stated here, 100%. A stipend during the fall and spring semesters of approximately, for master students, a fixed amount of $1,300 per month, $1,300 for 0.5 FTE. The 0.5 FTE is the 50%, and that is people who are considered working for 20 hours per week for 9 months. And then people who are working for just 10 hours, they are receiving $650 per month. That is half of the 1,300. Then if you are a PhD student, your starting salary is $1,480 per month. Wow. But then the interesting part of it is your tuition is fully waived for you. Your tuition is fully waived for you. And look at this part. It said that a tuition waiver for up to 12 credit hours for the summer after the semester in which you hold an assistantship. Wow. So even during the summer period, your tuition is still waived for you. Key access to an office, math student lounge, and Stevenson Hall. A shared office with desks for each GA and one desktop computer. Access to office materials from the mathematics storage room. Access to free printing in math student lounge up to 500 sheets per semester. Wow, so this is it. This Illinois State University, Department of Mathematics. So you want to consider such school too. Let's move on to the 7th school. Now the 7th school is University of Central Arkansas. University of Central Arkansas. Now let's go to the various packages. So graduate assistantships are available for fall and spring semesters. The assistantship for both MA, that is Mathematics Education, and MS, Applied Mathematics, includes a full tuition scholarship and a stipend of up to $11,700 for 9 months. Graduate assistants are expected to enroll in 9 credit hours and work 20 hours per week in the department. Possible duties of graduate assistants include tutoring, teaching college algebra, and grading for professors. Wow. So you are going to be paid $11,700 for 9 months. So you just do the calculation by dividing the $11,700 by 9 months, and then you will get how much you are going to receive per month. So that is it for the 7th school, University of Central Arkansas, and that is also the Department of Mathematics. So make sure you check out the link in the description box. Now let's go to the 8th school, and that is Boise State University. Let me mention it again, Boise State University. So that is also the Department of Mathematics. Now let's look at the stipends that they can. He said a number of teaching assistantships are awarded every year to support students pursuing the Master of Science in Mathematics. The assistantship includes a waiver of all fees and tuition. Really? The assistantship includes a waiver of all fees and tuition, student health insurance, and a stipend of $15,400 to cover living expenses. Wow, this is a juicy package. This is a juicy package. Assistantship includes a waiver of all fees and tuition, student health insurance, and a stipend of $15,400 to cover living expenses. Man, we want to consider applying to such a school. Man, you want to consider applying to such a school. Yes, so that is Boise State University, Department of Mathematics, and that is a juicy package they are giving to students that are admitted and are granted the assistantship position. Let's move on to the 9th school, which is University of North Texas, and we are talking about the Department of Mathematics. So when you come here, you see it says that the Department of Economics offers 4 types of assistantship. So they've mentioned it, and then we are much interested in the package that they give. So it says that these positions are hourly paid position of 20 hours per week for 15 weeks during the fall and then the spring semester. And then let's move on to the juicy part. It said RAs, that's research assistants, set their own hours and often can do their work from home. The stipend for this position is approximately $13,000 for 9 months for a level 1 student with less than 18 graduate hours, and then $15,000 for 9 months for a level 2 students with 18 graduate hours or more. Wow, this is a juicy package. And it says that in addition, an RA, that is research assistant, qualifies for in-state tuition and may receive a partial tuition waiver. Oh wow. So you want to consider such school, and it's the same thing they've stated for teaching assistant, because when you say the stipend for the teaching assistant position is about $13,000 per 9 months for a level 1 student, and then $15,000 for a level 2. So that is the 9th school. Now we are moving to the very last school, which is the 10th school. So the 10th school is Oregon State University. So the 10th school is Oregon State University. And we are looking at the College of Agricultural Sciences. That is the Department of Food Science and Technology. So let's look at the package that it comes with, or the juicy package. So it says that research interest, to inquire about the availability of such assistantships early in the admission process. It said applicants should contact professors with shared research interests to inquire about the availability of such assistantships early in the admission process. So this one, the department has even told you that you can hit, or you can send professors emails to inquire about the research interest so that you can be selected for a research assistant. Now this is the juicy package. Salary ranges from $1,760 to $2,157 per month for an incoming graduate level student, depending on the amount of effort expected each month. This is very good. So your salary is actually between $1,760 to $2,157 per month. Wow. And you know, when you are considered for an assistantship, most schools will waive your tuition for you, so you don't have to worry about tuition fees. All you have to worry about is your insurance. But some schools, and I know for Oregon State University, they will waive your insurance too for you. I know a friend who is currently doing his master's over there, and his tuition was waived. He's receiving stipends, monthly ones, and also his health insurance has been waived for him. Yes, so we have come to the end of the 10th school, and this is the first episode for the Drop and Share series. And as I said earlier on, you want to consider turning on the notification bell, because I'm going to drop these episodes each and every week. I'm going to drop 10 schools, and so maybe these very schools that we mentioned didn't offer some of the programs you want to do, but in the subsequent episode that we are bringing, you might be fortunate to get to know that some of the programs fall within your interest. And so you want to consider turning on the notification bell, so that at any point in time when I upload a new content, you'll be notified. And also, please don't be selfish. Share it with other people. Maybe you have a friend who is interested in the very programs that I mentioned here. Share it with them. Let them know the assistantship offers that are available, and let them put in their application. Thank you for coming this far. And until I see you in the next episode, remember, your dream is still valid. Don't look down on yourself, and don't let anyone look down on you. Don't be discouraged. Keep being optimistic and stay positive. and remember that your dream is still valid. Gracias. I'll see you in the next episode.